40inbox.com here, and we're going to be checking out this video called I Asked Bitcoin Billionaires for Crypto Advice. And this is by a YouTube channel called Jordan Welch. And it seems like he makes some probably pretty good content just based off the data that is showing from his channel. So let's check this out because it's probably very entertaining.
Today we're here at the largest Bitcoin conference in the entire world. Inside of here are some of the most successful investors, athletes, and celebrities of all time. Today I'm going to be asking them one question. What's the best way to make money with crypto?
It's a very simple question, but you're probably going to get some very different answers from all these different people.
The only problem was we had no way to get to them. We got to figure out how to sneak backstage and get to the real people. I don't know how we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Then my friend and I scouted out the entire venue looking for any type of way to get backstage.
One thing's for sure, I already like this style of filming. Like the way that this guy films is like very personable. Like he's very good at connecting with this audience, which is pretty cool.
A few minutes later, we found this. We just found a staircase. Definitely not supposed to be up here, but it's gonna take us backstage, maybe.
So basically, he's breaking into a crypto place. Like that is hilarious.
All right, y'all. We snuck backstage at the Bitcoin conference. We're here in the press room, and I think we actually might get some good interviews today. So I'm nervous, my heart's beating, but man, I'm excited. Let's get it. I pretty much walked through the back door and made myself at home. Enjoyed some free coffee, and pretty quickly recognized someone. That's Kevin O'Leary.
Oh, look, Kevin O'Leary.
He sold his business for 3.7.
So after selling the software business, he started in his basement to the Mattel Toy Company for 3.7 billion in 1999. Now here's the only thing, right? Like I'm pretty certain he actually didn't necessarily pocket 3.7 billion. I believe it was like a percentage of it. And what's interesting, I think the company itself was actually failing at the time. But either way, I do like Kevin O'Leary. He's a pretty cool guy.
$7 billion, and he's on that one TV show you might have seen. I asked him to do the interview, and with no hesitation, he said,
"Sure, I'm gonna do it right now."
We're here with Kevin O'Leary. Big fan of this guy. I've learned a lot from you. My question to you is, for a beginner, what would you say is the best way to make money with crypto?
You know, to start small, crypto requires a little education, and I think everybody, doesn't matter who you are, should basically get a centralized and decentralized wallet so you understand what the difference is.
That's probably the smartest thing that anyone could end up actually saying about cryptocurrency. Because, look, a lot of people don't really understand something, but the problem with having a centralized, basically banking system like Coinbase is that if Coinbase goes down, you are 100% screwed. And they even gave out a warning to their investors saying like, hey, if the company goes bankrupt, you might lose all of your coins. Right, by the way, so you could end up doing something like the whole decentralized MetaMask kind of thing as well, or opt for like a hardware wallet, which is probably a lot safer than centralized or decentralized. But if you screw up on forgetting the password to your hardware wallet, you also lose all of your money as well. So something to keep in mind. By the way, someone could also just physically steal all your crypto with the hardware wallet.
And then put in $200 and you'll lose it. That's what's going to happen. But you'll figure out who hacked you, why they hacked you, what you did wrong about security. Everybody loses money in the beginning, and then you start to understand how important it is to understand how these wallets work. But start with the basics. I'd suggest work with 5 coins, and you definitely want some Ethereum. You're going to need it.
Yeah, definitely.
And you want some Bitcoin, the granddaddy of it all. But also check out Solana. Look at Polygon. You know, look at some other ideas. And just start to work with them, move them between your centralized and decentralized wallet, understand how that works. There's so many great resources like you online that you can learn from. And you go to YouTube, there's just countless lessons.
Yeah. That's very true. A lot of free videos on YouTube. And by free, I mean technically you're paying with your data to Google, but still, I mean, there's nothing bad with learning something on YouTube. Now, something to also kind of like really understand too. I think what Kevin O'Leary is saying in this interview by Jordan Welch is actually very important by starting small. Because a lot of people end up just like jumping in head first without really understanding anything and honestly probably will get hacked or scammed. Like, I mean, even like Jordan Welch's video right now, right? Like this 1 million plus video viewed video, right? Which honestly, he's probably made a lot of money from this since this is a crypto video with over 1 million views. Probably made like thirty to $40,000 just from this one video from ad revenue. The sad thing about this video is that in the comment section of this video, there is an infinite number of scams going on. Like scammy comments, scammers in these comment sections trying to pretend like he's Jordan Welch and basically trying to steal some of Jordan Welch's fans' money in crypto that don't really understand crypto, which is like a sad thing to see, right? Like the reality of the situation is that there's so many people that are going to be horrendously affected by cryptocurrency due to a lack of fundamental knowledge about cryptocurrency.
Yeah. That's what I did. I did that 3 years ago, and I started to really get down the rabbit hole. I feel I'm learning every day, continually, but I've got a ton of money invested now.
Yeah.
And I mark to market it every day. And the volatility is, nosebleed. But that's the nature of where we're at in the cycle.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Kevin. I really appreciate it, man.
You got
Have a
it.
great day.
Thanks.
Okay.
And the thing is, the good thing in the situation that Kevin O'Leary is in is that he probably is generating so much money every single month that the amount of money, regardless of what the market is doing in the crypto market or whatever, he could constantly put money into whatever he wants as like bets. And even if he were to lose like 100 of his bets in cryptocurrency, all he needs is one really big win and he'll end up making a very good profit. Now, he's not really doing anything basically risky based off what he said, but you got to keep in mind too, right? Like, a lot of these people are probably going to be individuals that are making a lot of money and then start putting that money into cryptocurrency after making all this money or while they're making money. Because it's very rare that you end up seeing someone that's actually making a lot of money purely from crypto.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
That is the face of accomplishment. I was feeling great after the press room, so we decided to go explore the rest of the conference, and I saw the challenge of a lifetime. If I could stay on the bull for 2 minutes, I would win a free Bitcoin, which is like $40,000. And I was feeling like I got that all day.
What's crazy? This video was filmed April 10th, 2022, and he said Bitcoin's about like 40,000. At the time of this recording of like reacting to his video, like Bitcoin is like low 20s. Like, that's brutal.
I walked up there ready to claim my throne as the king of the Bitcoin
Yeah, he probably fell so quick.
bull. But unfortunately,
Yeah, he did not last long at all.
I only lasted about 24 seconds. And these guys laughed at me.
Only 24 seconds. Come on, man.
So to get my revenge, I needed another great interview. ASAP. We explored the conference for about an hour. Couldn't find anybody, but then I ran into an old friend of mine, Brian Jung. He's a highly successful investor and has one of the largest crypto channels on YouTube.
By the way, I believe Brian Jung makes about like 3.5 million per year now from his YouTube and all that kind of stuff.
Here's what he had to say. Brian, my question to you, for beginners, what is the best way to get started and make some money with crypto?
If you're a beginner, when it comes to crypto, don't be afraid to make mistakes. I know a lot of people get intimidated by investing and they see stable coins, Bitcoins, altcoins, Shiba Inu millionaires. There's just a lot going on. But what I'm gonna say is don't be afraid to slip up. The best investors make mistakes, but all you have to do is make sure you do this one thing right here. You wanna learn from your mistakes. If you make 100 mistakes, if you don't learn from them, you're not gonna get anywhere. Yeah. Make your mistake, make note of it, learn from it, move on, and be a better investor.
That's honestly a pretty good tip because that's a it's just a pretty spot on tip because like if you keep making the exact same mistake over and over and over and over and over again and you never learn from it, you kind of are like a failure, right? But if you make mistakes, you try to fix those mistakes until the point that you actually do fix those mistakes, regardless of how long it takes you to actually fix those mistakes and get better, you'll probably end up doing a lot better in cryptocurrency in general, which is a pretty cool thing.
Well said, bro. Thank you.
It was great catching up with Brian, and he shared some amazing advice. But I was on a mission to meet one man today. This man is Michael Saylor. He's the owner of MicroStrategy, which holds more Bitcoin than any other public company in the world. As of today, his company is estimated to have almost 125,000 Bitcoin, which is worth around $5.2 billion.
Which is basically about half that at the time of this recording in terms of like what it's worth because Bitcoin crashed hard.
But I couldn't find this man anywhere. So right now we are not really doing that well. I haven't really talked to anybody in the last 2 hours and we're running out of time here. So I searched the entire place, did a podcast, and even met up with some subscribers. As we were ready to give up though, I noticed something when we were walking through the hallway. We just saw Michael Saylor go in that room over there and I think we're gonna get him on the video.
Hopefully it's not the bathroom.
No joke, I literally waited outside this man's room for over an hour, but after a while the waiting paid off because he came outside and I had to shoot my shot. I have a YouTube channel and I wanted to ask you one quick question, 30 seconds for this video if you don't mind. Thank you so much.
Okay. Are you Jordan?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay.
Nice to meet you, by the way. I'm a big fan of yours.
So,
all right, guys.
That was pretty quick. He's like, hey, are you Jordan?
do it inside if you want.
That would be great. Let's do it.
I mean, I only got 5 minutes, maybe.
Okay, 1 minute. We'll be less than 1 minute. I knew it would probably be more than 1 minute, but you got to do what you got to do. All right, we're here with Michael Saylor, one of my biggest inspirations in this crypto world. And I have one question for you. So I saw today that you're more bullish than ever on Bitcoin. What do you see for the future of cryptocurrency? And for beginners, how can they get started in this?
Which, by the way, it sucks because, again, at the time of this recording that we're responding and like reacting to this video that Jordan Welch made, crypto basically halved. Like, it's been brutal.
World.
I think you're going to see crypto technology built into lots of more mobile apps, and you're going to see an explosion in digital wallets that are holding Bitcoin and also stable coins. And increasingly, as Lightning rolls out, you're going to see websites and mobile apps build the protocol into all their offerings so that people can move money around at the speed of light, cross-border, everywhere.
Right, making it more accessible for everybody.
Yeah, I think there's an explosion in accessibility to money, and I think also the people are getting frustrated. There are billions of people that can't get a bank account, and there are billions of people that want to move money on Saturday, and there are billions of people that want to move money between Africa and South America and Asia and the U.S. And you know, if I go to my Pay app and I click send, you know, I get rejected a third of the time myself, even if I'm trying to send it to someone here in the United States. So.
Right.
And the thing is, like, personally, I think Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in general is probably going to do very well in the next couple years, maybe the decade and stuff. The only problem with the whole crypto space, the crypto markets, is that it can fluctuate like crazy. It can have these crazy cycles where you have like Bitcoin going all the way up to like nearly $75,000, all the way down to like who knows how low it's going to get this time. But Bitcoin went all the way down to I think around like $2,000 last like bear cycle. So it's going to be interesting because the thing is, I think it really all depends on how much money people actually lose. And the problem with this, right, is that like how good is Bitcoin going to do if nobody can afford anything at all? Because with gas prices basically being like $5 on average per gallon in America, with every single thing costing more, your food, your water, your clothing, literally everything, would people even have the excess cash to actually invest into cryptocurrency. And that's what I'm a little bit worried about because, like, I'm worried about people who probably put their money when crypto or like Bitcoin was like basically around like the $65,000 price point and are still holding on to it. Now, here's the thing: if I had put money all the way up there and it's already down to like where it is now, about 25,000 or whatever, I probably would not sell. I'd just probably hold on to it for life, basically, right? The only problem is not everyone can do that. Not everyone can just basically go and pretty much hold on to their cryptocurrency for however long that they want, right? Because some people, depending on their personal finance situation, may be forced to sell their cryptocurrency, to sell their Bitcoin at a major loss just to survive, just to pay their bills. So, personally, I think a lot of people shouldn't really even be getting into cryptocurrency until they pay off their debt and have an emergency fund and are already automatically investing towards their retirement and then basically using that excess cash into cryptocurrency. Because if you don't have like any like foundations keeping you afloat, you are in a very, very bad situation.
So I think that most of the world is thinking it ought to be fast and easy and ubiquitous, and crypto technology lets me do it, and 20th century technology doesn't.
And lastly, for the beginners out there who are just getting into this world, smaller budget maybe, what could you say for them?
I think the first thing to do is educate yourself. If you go to hope.com, there's lots of free education. My website called sailor.org
Yes,
has
great
Bitcoin
resource.
for everybody.
Yeah.
It's a 12-hour class. So read the books, like the Bitcoin Standard, listen to the videos, take the class. Education is free. You should never invest money or do anything based upon a rumor or a whim or an urgency. You should learn, right? This is like electricity in 1900. It's going to change the world, and you might want to figure out how it works.
He's got a point. And yeah, if you are interested in learning about cryptocurrency, use its free resources because it's for free. And I believe if you go through the program, you have the possibility of like getting free Bitcoin as well. So something to think about.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you, Mr. Saylor. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, my pleasure.
We really came a long way today. I was feeling amazing. We did what I said I was going to do at a high level. This is what we do, man.
I do gotta say though, the way that he does his like kind of like vlog interview kind of stuff, right, is pretty good. Like the way that he's able to communicate with people right on the spot is pretty amazing. A lot of people don't have the balls to do that, so you gotta give a lot of props for him to do something like that. That being said, I think one of the best interviews ever done with Michael Saylor is actually with Lex Friedman. So everyone should go check that out too.
They have no idea that I interviewed Michael Saylor. Today has been way better than I even expected, and I just got invited to go to a private event on a yacht, so you know I gotta go to that. We officially made it out here on the crypto yachts, and man,
Crypto yachts.
and all I can say is that we are way too blessed. I went to the Bitcoin conference not having any idea who I was gonna meet and who I was gonna talk to, and we made it here with some amazing entrepreneurs, investors, and overall just good people. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there, network, meet new people, because I'm telling you, it's so worth it. But now, in the honor of cryptocurrency, I'm gonna have some fun. Bitcoin conference, we came, we saw, we conquered, learned a lot, met some amazing people, and I'm gonna be giving away $1,000 in Bitcoin, so drop a comment, follow me on Instagram to enter, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
The only thing is, right? I personally think doing something like this giveaway can be very dangerous for his type of content. And the reason why is like I mentioned earlier, like the problem with his videos, well, specifically this video, I don't know about his other videos, but with this video, there are so many scam comments and so many scammers pretending to be him that it worries me, right? Because There was 1,114,255 views on this video at the time of this recording that we're checking this video out, right? All you need is like 1% of these viewers to interact with these scammers and end up losing potentially their life savings, a lot of money, basically money that they need to live on. Maybe they're living paycheck to paycheck, and they think that like they're going to get like free Bitcoin, like the $1,000 in Bitcoin, but they're going to be like, oh hey, if you send us 1,000 in Bitcoin, we're actually going to give you $5,000 back, etc., etc., etc. Like all these scam comments. So personally, I really don't like the idea of giving away Bitcoin just due to the nature of the comment section on anything relating to crypto or finance, right? Like that's the only thing that worries me because like it makes me wonder like wait a minute, how many people have been scammed from people pretending to be him in the comment section? Like that's the thing that worries me, right? Like sure, someone might be able to win $1,000 in Bitcoin legitimately from him, but there might be people who end up losing like 10, 20, 30, 50,000, 100,000, $1 million just for not really understanding the whole scammy nature of cryptocurrency, right? Because the thing is, if someone falls for a scammer pretending to be him, they're never going to get that money back. Period. End of story. And these like scammy comments are literally on I think every single video on YouTube that exists. Like it's gotten so bad that I believe YouTube is like unleashing some like really hardcore algorithms to restrict these like scam comments as much as possible. So I don't know if the whole like gift thing, right, is really that great of an idea. Like I I get mixed feelings about it because I think it's cool to give money to people who like comment and watch his stuff, but at the same time, like how many people have gotten scammed from people pretending to be him, right? Like that's the thing that worries me. Like I don't want people to fall for a scam. I don't want people to lose their life savings, which happens a lot, right? And these scammers only need one person to fall for their scam to potentially make hundreds of thousands of dollars from that one person for the lifetime of the scam. Like it's scary, right? Like you don't want to see someone end up getting destroyed like that. So feel free to give your thoughts about this. Stay tuned for more. Hit the like button, subscribe for more financial commentary videos. We pretty much do this every day.